Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday. And this is window shopping where we kind of take a look, cool houses that are online. You like to hear about them. I like to hear about them as well and take a look at them. And this week we're doing something special. Oh, before I forget, my name is Stephen Meade. I'm the managing broker here at Domicile real estate for people who love houses. We operate in Southern California. Most of our business is architectural and unique properties. That is our favorite thing to do. I personally live in a mid-century modern custom home in Long Beach. And speaking of Long Beach, that is where this week's house is. And this is one of those houses that it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to be honest. I mean, there are absolutely cool things about this house, but just on the face of it, at face value, it doesn't make any sense at all. And yet you are still going to want it when you look at it. I know I do. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look. I'm not going to keep the suspense any further. This is 7 Corinthian Walk in Long Beach. This home is located in an area called Naples Island. And Naples Island in Long Beach is rather famous. It has canals. There are gondola boats that you can rent with a gondolier, I think, gondolier, person who operates the giant pole. And this is a very unique sort of area. This home is literally just on the other side of the street from the homes that back to the water. The lots are tiny, but this is kind of a very different living environment. So let's talk about the facts, right? 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, just under 2,000 square feet. The lot itself is also very small. I think it's pretty close to that. I think it's 0.05 acres. It's not a very big lot. It was built in 1960. This isn't our listing. It's listed by Doug Kramer of Remax Real Estate Specialists. I've known Doug a long time. And this house is special in so many ways. So it is designed by an architect. His name is Paul O. Nebel. This is one of those houses, like I said, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I'm going to jump into the pictures because I want you to understand that. And yet at the same time, you want to own a house like this just because you're happy that something like this exists out in the world. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of architecture is about art. It's about wanting just something to exist and wanting to support that. And so this is the front facade you see from the street. It is, a rather plain front facade, but you've got this beautiful breeze block in the front. Let me get out a pointer here. Beautiful breeze block. Then you've also got these square blocks here, and then you've got a bedroom upstairs, which we'll take a look at in a second. This is, again, looking at the house from the front. You enter in through this little area with the breeze block. You're immediately greeted with a small garden, kind of an atrium before you head to the front door. And you actually see this in some of the better designed homes on Naples Island. These lots are tiny. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny. There's no room to spare. And so anything that gives you a feeling of separation, like the house isn't on the street. So if you go back to this front view, right, look at how small this walkway is. When you were entering this home, it feels like you're standing on the street. So by creating this atrium space before you get to this front door, this is really sort of an outdoor foyer, and it's kind of a cool thing to implement in the house. Coming inside, you've got this really beautiful living room. We'll show some close-ups a little bit later, but there are beautiful terrazzo floors in this home, a very unique steel staircase that has this kind of bent metal railing that is just super cool. There's a better picture of it coming up. Obviously, post and beam construction. You've got some block and brickwork exposed on the inside. And then you have really, I think this might be one of the coolest fireplaces I have ever seen. This sort of triangular fireplace made out of block, just something super cool that you're not going to run into, you're not going to see in other homes. Again, here's a good shot of this terrazzo flooring that's on the ground, and it's just gorgeous and beautiful. And to do this today in a house is really just cost prohibitive. It's just not something that you're able to do. You've got kind of this screening element here. Just a lot of cool, bespoke, custom touches in this house. This looks upon a yard area that's out here. We're looking at the dining room, of course, and then a kitchen that actually is a pretty wide open kitchen by 1960 standards. In fact, a really wide open kitchen. And you see this kind of looking back to this yard space out here. And then this is looking into that atrium space where you first walked in. This home is largely original. It hasn't been messed with. It hasn't been changed. And there's kind of two ways to look at that. On the one hand, this house has clearly been lovingly maintained, but I don't necessarily think it's been loved on to really optimize some of these outdoor spaces. When you have a home like this that sits on a very unusual lot in kind of an unusual neighborhood, you really need to sort of maximize the use case of every single area. And I don't think that's quite been optimized yet here. So you've got this kind of bedroom den area downstairs. This is again looking through these beautiful screens that screen off spots. Even this bathroom has this kind of like extended sort of bow type of an arrangement where the sink goes. And I think they originally did this probably for space in this bathroom and to clear the door, but it's still such a cool, innovative solution to have this vanity that is sort of angled and sits proud in the center like this. What a cool detail. This is the main ground level yard space. You can see they've got a table set up. It's not a big space, but already what you can tell if you look upward is that there is also some deck space as well that's been maximized in this house. So this is again looking back to the alley, which is a very common thing. This is that really super cool staircase. And this staircase and the railing, it's just kind of this bent metal tube. Really just a cool design. Is it code compliant today? No, not even close, but it looks cool. And again, this is a house, as I said, that is not about practicality. It's not really made to make sense. You're going to make compromises living here, but you're going to buy it and live in it because you love it and because there's nothing else like it. This is the primary bedroom upstairs. Again, we've got a second one of these triangular fireplaces. Super cool. You see they've got these kind of screens on it. I don't know if this shows up on the screen on your screens at home, but looking at this screen, one of the really cool things about this is you have to think, what did the screen makers say when these people walked in with measurements and said, we need a triangular fireplace screen? The screen maker probably just gave them a really funny look. There's also jealousy windows throughout on the sides of this home, which is kind of cool. And you've got this little mini deck here. And what's not really apparent from this picture is between these two houses is one of the canals. And I'll show you an overhead sort of map shot so you can see where this house is located on Naples Island and get a better idea. But there's actually a canal right through there. You've got a floating vanity again, which was cutting edge in 1960. These ceilings are extra tall in this home. You've got this kind of corner tub as well as this oversized shower. Really kind of a cool design for 1960. This is that deck heading out here that you see, and it's a large outdoor deck. This is another bedroom over here. And again, another bathroom. Really cool tile detail here. And then this is looking at the back of the house. So this is from the back. You've got that yard space there. You've got a garage here. And then this is an alleyway, which is how you access the garage on this home. And in some ways, the rear facade is actually more interesting than the front. But just definitely an awesome house, a cool, unique home. It's listed at $1.75 million. Again, it's not our listing, but if you'd love to take a look at it, we'd love to see it with you and kind of give you our on-the-ground opinions. I'm going to scroll down and show you a map location of where this is because let me find it here. Okay, so I'm going to show you where this map location is so you can get a better idea of how this house is situated. So what you kind of see is the home is here on this side of the street, and that area between the houses is here. So you actually do have a peekaboo canal view with this house. And if I zoom out, you're going to kind of see this is Naples Island here, and these are the canals that circle around really, it's just a cool environment and place to live in Long Beach. You're walkable to Belmont Shore, all the shops and restaurants. So, this is one of those homes, like I said, it doesn't make a lot of sense on paper, but when you visit it and you see it, you understand why it exists and why it's priced at $1.75 million. I also think this house has a chance to very carefully and very lovingly optimize what's there. I think that deck space is underutilized up above. I think the yard space is underutilized. And since there's not much of it, I think that's an important area to focus on in a house like this. The rest of it, maybe change the exterior paint colors, really just minor tweaks. Anyhow, I hope you love this house. I love this house. Like I said, if you want to go see it, or if there's another architectural home in Southern California that you are interested in, we'd be glad to help you with that as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. As always, questions and comments, we do love those too. Don't forget to share this video as well if you think it's pretty cool and you think there's someone who might appreciate it. And we'll talk to you and see you again real soon.